Hello, Grand Canyon. Welcome to the first week of Overwatch playoffs. Super excited to be here. I'm your host, Dylan Lobaugh, and this is our other talent, Jack Dixon. Say hello, Jack.
What's up, everybody? How we doing tonight? Who's ready for some Overwatch?
I am so ready. Everyone's ready. Woo!
First week here, the NECC playoffs. We're rooting for GCU. They're on a hot streak right now. We have a two-win streak going right now,
Yep.
beating RPI and Purdue of the last 2 weeks. We had a little bit of a Wednesday Thursday kind of duo night, which was kind of fun. So did really well. We had a really good lineup going into that. I believe it was with the Zarya nerf that came out today. I don't know if we'll see it. We'll talk a little bit more about buffs and nerfs later on, but we saw the Zarya, the Kiriko, Lucio, Sojourn, and it switched between Reaper and um, Genji, but we know Twinkerbell is kind of cracked out with Reaper.
Absolutely, absolutely. I'm so excited to see what's in store for today,
Yeah,
especially with playoffs, especially with the
yeah,
momentum
yeah,
we're talking about.
yeah.
We might see a big upset here
This is
tonight.
this is a this is a big game.
Very
This
big
is a
game.
big game. We play Northwood, which I don't know if we have the correct seeding or not, but they're pretty high up there.
Yep.
They're pretty high up there. Pretty good team. I believe we played them early on this season, and unfortunately we did take a loss to them.
Hmm.
But nonetheless, we are excited to see if GCU takes this hot streak, takes the momentum that they had from the last 2 weeks, puts it into the night, and maybe gets another win. This would be so great if we can just kind of like just for like our own benefit, just continue like to cast over Overwatch for the next couple
Absolutely.
of weeks.
No, more Overwatch the better. I
Yeah,
mean, definitely one of my favorite events to watch.
yeah,
And Overwatch 2, I feel has just taken off
it has. Like
immensely.
just the community in general for just Overwatch, because like I play a lot of Overwatch one. Like Elsa, who's not here unfortunately. We prayers up for Elsa. She's feeling a little under the weather, so we miss you out. We miss you, Elsa.
Miss you, Elsa.
But Overwatch 1 was a huge game. And I think now what's happening is like the game, the media for the gaming community is like if it's free, people are going to play it. And so
Mm.
Overwatch 2 becoming a free game available for everybody on Battle.net. You can play it and it's fun, but it's the new community that's coming over and they're realizing, "Hey, wait, this is actually a good game." And
Absolutely.
people were like, "Oh, we didn't want to buy it back then." I think it was like $30, $40 back then when it was just on Overwatch 1. But now it's free. It's free to play. You can play it whenever you want, and we
And
play it a bunch.
$10 for a battle pass with a lot of good
Yeah, there's a
content.
there's a lot of good content. You got a Genji skin, you have a Kiriko skin, and obviously just a bunch of other random miscellaneous objects that you get. You get charms. I think you get voice lines, stickers, sprays, just other cool things.
Taunts.
Yeah, taunts. Oh yeah.
Absolutely.
Do you watch any anime?
Yes.
Okay. Do you know the Ash? Uh, JoJo's Bizarre
Yes,
Adventure.
yes, yes. That's
So
on my list to watch,
okay, yeah.
actually.
So in Overwatch, near the end of the battle pass, there's actually an Ash highlight intro where she kind of like does JoJo's point, and Bob flies out,
Flies out.
and
I have, yep.
yeah, it's super cool. It's super cool.
Wow.
But other than that, we have a little bit of an update today. Overwatch updated, just a small update for those of you who haven't gotten to play yet. Uh, Buffs, nerfs have come out. Let's talk about that.
Yes, I mean, wow, I gotta say, as a Genji main,
Yo,
I
man,
am slightly disappointed
it's
with
yeah,
the nerf to him.
it's not huge.
It's not huge.
Mm.
It is not huge, but
It's still enough to alter
take him out of S
a
tier,
game.
maybe.
I don't know if S tier. I don't know if he has to leave S tier, but he okay. So
It definitely.
if he was like the one in S tier, he might move like
Oh yeah,
past whoever else is in S tier. Who else is in S tier?
man, I
Is it
put
just him?
Sojourn up there right
Yeah,
now.
Sojourn's good.
Um,
I'm surprised. Sojourn did
Zarya
not.
used to
Yeah,
be up
yeah,
there.
yeah, yeah. Sojourn did not get a nerf.
No, she did
She did
not.
not get a nerf.
She did
Kiriko
not.
Kiriko got a little bit of a nerf moving her her quick step. I can't remember the exact name of it, but it's
Oh,
from point 4 to
yes.
2.5 for the invulnerability that she gets after she locates or teleports, whatever. You know?
So she is a little bit easier to kill
Yeah.
when she teleports
Yeah,
around
so
those
when she
corners
yeah,
now.
once she gets back, and then nothing has been adjusted to her cleanse or anything like that or Suzu, but we will see. I believe her. She still will. I want to say remain as a part. We talked to Red Dawn earlier before the show started, and he's excited for the game tonight.
Yes.
He's ready to play some of that Cuticle action. We're
I'm
ready
excited to
for it.
watch him. Red Dawn, baby. I
Yeah, but
love Red Dawn.
other nerfs to take account for. Obviously Zarya, who was crazy,
Crazy.
crazy and competitive. I was using her myself. Her bubble reduce went from 2.5 to 2, so when she's using her bubble, it's not going to last that much longer. It's only a half a second deduction, and then she gains an increased second for the cooldown time. So from 10 seconds to 11 seconds now to get a new bubble. Obviously, it's weird because like those small changes can totally
Oh,
change like the
absolutely.
entire dynamic of a game, but it's still like, wait, but it's only a second. But still, it's like so much can happen in 1 second.
Absolutely. Do you think it will change the effect of play during these competitive tournaments? Can we expect any adjustments from players?
I want to say tonight. Oh man, I don't know exactly how much the meta changes with the other nerfs and buffs. Obviously, Genji went from his 30 ammo count to 24, and his damage from 29 to 27. So
20.
that's not horrible, but
Not
like
terrible.
I want to say it's not as bad as Zarya's because Zarya's she's the lead. She's on the front line
Absolutely.
of an attack or a defense. So without her bubbles, it's gonna be tough. I think we'll still see it tonight because as long as the two Zaryas go up against each other from Northwood and GCU, it'll still be pretty evenly matched. It just depends on how well they can, time and use those abilities well.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, speaking of nerfs, I think someone who we can definitely see change big time in play is Sombra.
Yeah,
Sombra has
yeah,
received a huge
yeah.
nerf. I never touched her playing in
Oh
Overwatch,
yeah, me
but
neither.
I'm definitely not going to be playing her now.
No, yeah. Her
I
hack, yeah.
Her
Her
hack.
hack is what got kind of like I don't even know how to say it nicely. Just like I don't even know. It's just not good
It's
anymore.
not good.
It's like so we mentioned it earlier. Um, most of the time Sombra would hack the tank, and then what her ability allowed her to do was re-hack the tank, and her cooldown was like so minimal
Hmm.
that she could just continuously do it and do it and do it, and she became viable because it's like all of a sudden you're hacking a Reinhardt, can't use shield. He finally gets his shield up, hacked again, can't use shield.
Continuously,
Yeah, and so
because she'd
now,
get that hack
yeah,
so fast.
yeah, and so she got that. I can't remember the exact details of it. I want to say it was like 0.45 to zero point 0.2 or something like that decrease for hack damage that can be put onto like a tank. So obviously that's a change.
And then the damage
Yeah,
reduction as well.
the damage reduction. So yeah, the damage reduction. Oh yeah, the damage reduction was the point. It was point something to a lower point, and like when you hack an enemy, you do more damage to a hacked enemy, and now you won't do as much damage. Oh, it was 40%
40%
to
to
25%.
25,
That's what it
yes.
was. Yeah. So you're doing less. You're doing less damage now, Somber Mains. You're doing less damage against a hacked enemy. So might be time to switch it up. And I think you need to switch up to May. May finally returns. My
Yes.
main, May the main. I have her gold. I love May.
Wow.
Played her in Overwatch 1. Was
Wow.
crazy. Obviously, she had a couple of tweaks with her, not major. In Overwatch 1, she used to be able to fully freeze an enemy. She
Hmm.
can't do that anymore. She just really, really slows them down. So I don't know if we'll see May. Obviously, I think she's like super viable, but I don't know if it's really that.
Well, I pointed this out to last time I was streaming. We saw Mei be a very good counter to Kiriko because of her ice wall. Whenever
Oh,
Kiriko
yeah.
places that ultimate down,
Yeah. Oh,
Mei
that's
comes in
super smart.
clutch.
Yeah, that's a total like blockade right there.
Totally.
And other things that you can use that ice wall for is like uh, soloing off or like stretching out the defense or the offense, taking apart that tank. So a lot of times when I play Mei, I'll use my ice wall to block off the Ryan who's backing up into his support line, and all of a sudden Ryan's by himself. We focus the Ryan, take the
Mhm.
wall out, and focus the rest, and it works beautifully. But then again, you have to care for like Junkrat and other things like that that can be kind of crucial because Junkrat can place his trap down, but
Mm.
also Junkrat, his trap got a little bit of a decrease, so now it's going to take I want to say point 0.4 seconds to point 0.3 seconds to like fully like engage in a trap. Like or like if you get trapped by Junkrat's, yeah, that's what it was. If you get trapped by Junkrat's trap, you're only in the trap for I think
Half a
half a
second
second or something less
less.
than you were
Yes.
before. So obviously, Junkrat gets just a little bit of a nerf, but still, I don't know. It's not crucial.
I mean, I think all these nerfs and buffs definitely put more skill
Yeah,
into each and
yeah,
every
yeah,
one of
yeah,
these
yeah,
players.
yeah.
I mean, they're not very significant as we were talking about to move them
Mhm.
up that tier chain. But
Yeah,
I was surprised when Sojourn, like you said, did not receive these nerfs. There are
yeah.
a lot of characters that, in my opinion, needed a nerf that
Needed
did not
nerfs,
get
yeah.
one.
And
Sojourn being one of them.
so Bastion obviously recently added Sombra's. Everybody's still in the game, so now everybody's fully available to play. There's nobody that's been taken out. Surprisingly, I think a lot of the community was like, we need to get rid of Torb. Torb needs a little readjustment, and I was like, I don't ever see people playing Torbjorn. Like,
Mm-mm.
and I know it's like if you play Pharah, he's very good for countering Pharah and other flying characters, but I don't know. I feel like I was like, I get a lot. I tell Elsa this. I get a lot of my information on TikTok for some reason. I'm like watching like Overwatch's TikToks and like people playing Overwatch, like streamers, and they're all saying Torb is broken right now. I'm like, I'm going and using Torb in like an unranked quick play game. I'm not doing anything.
I Torb is such an interesting character to play. I feel like everything that has to do with him is hiding his turret from people
Yeah,
so
yeah, yeah.
people don't get it.
No, definitely.
And then also dealing damage with his gun. Man, I gotta say, one of his ultimate, super annoying to me.
Oh
Kills me
yeah.
every time, especially if I'm a Genji main or just
Yeah,
super squishy.
yeah.
Um, yeah, I mean, a lot of skill goes into
Mhm.
playing him,
Yeah.
absolutely. And map knowledge, I would say, as
Yeah,
well.
we saw no, we didn't see this, but I always see it when I play my competitive games on I want to say it's Paricio or Parissimo. I can't remember the exact name. It starts with a P. But there's a little trash can spot. You can put your turret on a trash can near the point, and it's like barely visible, but it still shoots enemies while they're trying to cap point.
Wow.
So they're like all of a sudden they're like, "Where am I getting shot from? There's Torb turret. Where is it?" And it's behind. It's like perched onto a trash can, and it's like it's like head glitching in like a first person shooter.
Yeah, like
It's like
COD.
head glitching over like a little sidewalk,
Hmm.
and it's impossible to deal with. It's impossible to deal with.
I noticed kind of Ash players do the same thing with Bob. They'll
Yeah,
plant Bob in the perfect
yeah,
location, like up on top of
yeah,
a canopy or something,
yeah, yeah,
where
yeah,
just on the point and just absolutely destroys.
yeah. We did just get news. First map tonight, Lijiang Tower.
Wow, Lijiang Tower. I'm super excited.
Yeah,
I believe that is a
it's a control point.
control
Yeah, a
point.
control map. So this is the one where you get to the objective, secure it, and hold on to it as long as possible.
Definitely my favorites.
I love these ones. These ones are perfect for Lijiang Tower especially. I can't believe the exact map, but it's one where you can get Lucio boops on. Um, this is where I play
Ah,
Mei.
yeah.
This is where I play Mei because her ultimate, her flurry freeze, whatever
Hmm.
she throws at her blizzard, it it's like it covers the entire point. And so it's like if you're playing overtime and someone's trying to get on the point, just throw her blizzard on and it's impossible to win the point because then it
Absolutely.
freezes everybody. You headshot them, and it's over.
Does Lucio have the ability to move those enemies once they're frozen, like with a boop? If they're on
I
a ledge,
believe
or do they stick to the ground?
I believe they're able to be moved, but I want to say only from an opposing Lucio, or a friendly Lucio. Like if a Lucio is trapped in a blizzard, obviously you can't move whatsoever.
Right.
But I think a friendly Lucio is able to boop them off if like a map or anything like that.
Or they're frozen close to
Yeah,
the
yeah, yeah.
spot. Wow.
Yeah, it's
Wow.
interesting. Another. Oh yeah, Diva.
Yes.
Diva got a little bit of a nerf. Her cooldown for, or pardon me, her spread range for her cannons is from 3.5 to 3.75, I want to say, and her turbo boosters, her
Yep.
booster, wherever, however she flies. Originally, the damage doing to characters was 25 damage. It wasn't like that. You think it's like not enough, but like if there's like one squishy left, is low health. That's easy kill. It's down to 15 damage now.
Yes. I think that was a much needed nerf. I
Yeah.
mean, all the time I play with one of my best friends. He's a diva main, and he will
Hmm.
just ram into enemies
Yeah.
using those turbo boosts
Yeah.
and eliminate them without even shooting them, just
Yeah.
running into them when they're low on
It's
damage. So
oof. I mean,
literally feel like an action hero
not
playing
just
diva.
that. We talked about this before. Also, her recall for her mech.
Oh, that's right.
I mean, Overwatch Blizzard. If you're listening to this, there's no. I mean, if you are, in just any chance possible, I have gotten killed so many times by a diva remech. I think it needs a nerf, but
It's
maybe it's
so
just. Maybe
satisfying
it is
though.
so sad. I've gotten kills with it. And I'm like, oh my gosh, this is the greatest thing ever. And then I get killed by it. And I'm like, this is the worst thing ever.
This is the
This
yeah.
is the worst thing. It needs to be nerfed.
I agree.
Honestly,
I could
yeah.
use a little bit of a nerf on that.
Yeah, but nonetheless, she still got a little bit of a nerf, so she's gonna be still viable. But honestly, still thinking the same composition for GCU today. I think the Zarya could be a play, but I think on Lijiang Tower, I like Ryan inside of Lijiang Tower. I
Oh,
believe
absolutely.
I think that's a good play. He has a
Absolutely.
lot of like tight knit areas. So like you know how you have to play a shield so often, and then you save it, and obviously when it's needed, and then shatter is crazy.
His shatter is crazy. Something I've learned recently off of Overwatch TikTok
Yeah.
is how fast Reinhardt can actually get his
No,
ultimate
truly.
ability
Yes,
when he lands
truly.
his hits. I couldn't believe it when I actually put it into practice. I don't
Yeah.
know if he got a buff before Overwatch 2 or something,
Yeah.
or it's always been like that, but
Yeah.
it's absolutely devastating.
I think I'm trying to think. The best ultimate combos, if we do see Orion today, Twinkerbolt will still stay on Reaper. That's a great combination of ultimates right there. Same with the Zarya ultimate, and like those are great. I don't know. Oh man, can Sojourn's okay? So I have a little bit of a love-hate relationship with Sojourn's overclock, her ultimate ability, because while it is like viable if you hit like headshots, I think it takes a little too long to charge up.
Yep.
I think it takes a little too long to charge up because I think I think if you wait, I think I've seen a statistic. I think you get 6 shots off if you charge up if you like charge, shoot immediately, charge, shoot immediately. I think you get 6 full shots.
Being most efficient with
Yeah,
it.
yeah, 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 yeah. But I mean, the thing is, something I notice, like I play Sojourn every now and then, is I forget that you can use her left click. You can just like spam fire,
Yes.
and you can use that left click and then pair that with her right click.
Yeah, and that's what really makes her so
Yeah,
devastating
her
and
slide
hard to
too.
handle. The
Yeah,
damage output she
yeah.
has.
She also, yeah, she gains her plasma cannon gains damage via uh shields. Like she can shoot at
Oh, that
shields.
is
She
right.
shoots at shields and she gains like charge on her overclock or
So you
whatever.
can virtually hold down the R2
Yeah,
button and have no consequence.
exactly. Like you could play behind like a small choke point and just shoot at Orion's shield, and the next time he like lets down his shield and there's a Moira, Kiriko, Zen, whatever's back there, you can one tap that. You
I
can one, and it's like kind of impossible to deal with because now it's all of a sudden you're like Sojourn's so viable in competitive play. You don't want to play her. You don't want to play shield tanks. This is why we see Zarya, I think, so much.
Oh, that's a very good point.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Not only that, but Sojourn, her reload time is also extremely
Yeah,
quick
it's
as well.
fast.
So
It's faster than
there's
soldiers.
absolutely no consequence to
Yeah.
playing her. Um, Still a lot of fun to play though.
Oh my goodness,
And
100%.
also, she can be handled obviously with Zarya.
Yeah.
Um, that's why it's good to see she didn't get a huge nerf.
Yeah.
I know the community has been complaining a lot
Yeah.
about her recently, but you know, with Overwatch 2 coming out, a lot of new players
Yeah.
are
They
also
come into the game and they're kind of
playing, and
like,
they don't know not to shoot at
yeah,
her in the
at the
bubble.
bubble. Oh my gosh.
So that just kind of
Some of the like,
hurts the
unfortunately,
whole
I
team.
have like D ranked so badly in my like tank and or in my DPS, which is like crazy because it's like my DPS is like my best character. I play like Sojourn and like Hanzo, and sometimes Genji. Unfortunately, I'm so sad about the Genji
I know, I
the
know.
Genji nerf, but that's okay.
Let's not
So
talk
yeah,
about
sometimes I
it.
play Sojourn and I'm like I don't know what else to do except like because like my enemy, my teammates, they're shooting at the Zarya bubble,
Mm.
and I'm going, you're charging her up,
And
like
there's
this is,
nothing you can
and
do.
there's nothing you can do, and then so it's like okay, then I go play tank, and I'm the Zarya, and the enemy team's not shooting at my bubble, and I'm like, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? I'm like, I'm flipping the page right now, and all of a sudden the teammates or the enemies that I'm going against are not going to shoot at my bubble.
That's funny you
So
said that.
frustrating.
There's with this new rank system, it feels like a lot of the time you'll get steamrolled,
Yeah.
because the ranking system right now is kind of in a weird
Yeah,
state.
speaking of that, they did put out an announcement. They did readjust.
Oh,
They did so, I don't know how much they tweaked it. I haven't, played 7 games yet and like see how much it tweaks. But they did announce that they did do a little tweaking to the ranking system and
good.
make it more accurate. So that's good.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I was just saying I hit platinum for the first time in open queue.
Let's
Super
go.
excited to see that. I went from like gold 2 to
Crazy.
platinum 5. I was like, wow. I thought it was never going to happen,
That's
to be honest with you. You
crazy.
got to grind.
I gotta be on my grind. I mean, May is back in the game now, so that's basically how I'm gonna be playing. But obviously, just like watching tonight, it just makes me want to grind even more because it's like
Oh,
these
yes.
players are so good. I just want to be like them. I want to be like Twinker. I want to be like Red Dawn. I want to be like Sinning Doge. I want to be like these people.
And the only way to be like that is if you have such a good team to
Yeah,
play with, so you
yeah,
synergize perfectly with each other.
yeah.
Definitely need to find a squad. We need to squad up
Dude, we
soon.
do need
Why
to
haven't we squatted
play.
up?
You, me, Elsa. Who else in the production room plays Overwatch?
Come on, let's hop on the Overwatch,
We
guys.
gotta
Come
get a little
on.
esports production game. And Jay, Alex, if you guys are watching this, let's play. Let's play some Overwatch.
Absolutely.
Yeah, but we are going into game, so we're excited to get this underway. I believe I want to say Control Center is the first map. Obviously, we'll figure that out soon enough. We'll figure out also these team compositions coming out. I want to say nothing has changed much, but we'll find out here soon.
Wow, we are getting game audio. We're about to jump in the first week of Overwatch playoffs.
There it is.
There it is.
And it's a
There is
Winston.
the Red Dawn with Kiriko.
There it is.
Love to see him in action. Love to see our boys
Alrighty.
back.
So, with 15 seconds left to go, let's take a look at these compositions. Right now, nothing much has changed. We do not see... oh, wow. So, Cynic's just not playing Sojourn, which is crazy. We're playing a Bastion, and that'll be good against the Doomfist
Oh, there
in
it
a
is.
way.
She just made the switch.
They're just messing with us. They just toy with
They're
us.
just playing.
All right, here we are, underway with game number 1. Let's take
Lucio
a look at this.
with
Look
the
at these Lucio movements.
Wow. Heavy engagement right there on the bridge. Northwood doing a great job to make their first win.
That's a good pick right there. But Junkrat, I think he actually managed to stay on with his concussion mines. Wow.
Wow. Northwood doing a good job.
They will take a quick pull on this push. And the point is just unlocking right now.
I love seeing Winston in play as well. He's actually been one of the tanks that I felt like has been slept on.
Yeah.
He's extremely efficient.
Yeah. Kiriko, a great healer, obviously newest addition to the game. We'll see if they can do damage to this Doomfist. He's in the back line right now. This is a little... Oh, he just gets out of there so fast.
I gotta say, I was not expecting to see a Doomfist in playoff play.
This Junkrat is doing a lot of damage, and this... Yeah, this is good right now. There you go. That's one pick. Twinkerbell using that shotgun shells. Bomax picked out of the air right there from both.
Bomax doing a great job dealing out lots of AoE. Unfortunately, he was unable to survive that encounter, though.
GCU will just they'll just regroup right here, try and get a small pick. Doomfist accidentally sending himself off the map right there, getting himself back on. We see a left side flank from GCU right here.
Northwood already hitting the percentage at 42% right now. There's some Sojourn action.
That's a really good pick right there. Taking out the tank early and using that Winston bubble to dive in. Put some pressure right here on the Northwood. We do see the ultimates ready for GCU. Here it comes. That's the Kitsune rush right there. GCU putting pressure on the Northwood.
Red Dawn able to... Oh! The ultimate almost securing the point for them, but they're unable to get it off right now.
There's that meteor strike from Doomfist of Northwood. Bomax gonna go down. Twinkerbell will trade with Dynasty right there. Little Lucio action. That's a boop, but can Kiriko get back on? She doesn't. She does actually get back on.
Wow.
She'll go down right there from Twinkerbell though.
Kiriko's teleport is very good for just getting out of situations like that.
And what's crazy is like that's a great pick right there, but he used the own tire to come back and kill Lucio. It's a quick trade. Here comes Primal Rage from Bomax. Can he do anything to save this overtime for GCU?
Bomax doing a great job.
Cynic Doge with a great double kill right there. Taking out support and the enemy Sojourn. 1-2 remain for Northwood.
Looks like they're about to cap point right here. Good job, Grand Canyon University.
That is a good...
Getting it off before the 100%.
Yep, so a full 99% to go for GCU. They'll hold a nice choke point right here. And that's a Lucio boop, but I think, yeah, she used her teleport to get right back on the map.
Such high survivability when Kiriko's in play.
Okay, that's a... Oh, so... Oh, no!
Oh,
Bomax, unfortunately, was not able to use that leap to get back on the point and was... This point was back capped by Northwood.
That was a very, very quick game.
Very unfortunate first round for GCU right there. We'll go into this next battle. This is on Night Market, I believe. Yes. Not much of a composition change right there. Doomfist did not receive any balance changes whatsoever, but it's going great for Northwood right now.
Oh, absolutely. I think, if anything, Doomfist needs a buff, but when a skilled player is behind him, he's unstoppable.
Yeah, just some aim labs training right now for Cindy Doge. We'll watch as they just shoot at this basketball. one of the most difficult tasks, I want to say, is getting that basketball into the hoop.
Oh.
Lining that shot up, I rarely can do that, even like after multiple tries.
I feel like it's different with every character too.
Yeah, because you have to like crouch and stuff like that. But here we are into the second map. Let's take a look.
Winston's in the front line trying to absorb all the damage through Northwood.
This is a tough take right here. GCU will take a quick team kill. Sinidosh will just back up.
Well, we saw
as they can.
Kiriko's cleanse right there, almost saving any damage for the team to take.
Yeah. And this is that's a good pick right there from Q-Tip to be able to get this Sojourn. They'll push in on this and show a little bit of aggression. Lucio taking this high ground. Winston will come up with them. They're going to use this. Grab this Junkrat. Great pick. Doomfist coming behind.
Sojourn doing a great job dealing out damage.
And there it is. GCU able to cap nice and quickly after a quick 14% from Northwood. And Sojourn, Sinigdosh not holding back whatsoever, grabbing the key to go, Bomax, and the
Huge
Doomfist.
damage output there by Sinigdosh.
And this is exactly where we talk about how Sojourn is so viable and her utility inside a competitive is so good.
So very good.
Bomax just doing poke damage right now, trying to get as much ult shards as he can to allow for this Primal Rage to come out.
Interesting to see that all the tanks that got nerfed are not in play right now.
Yeah. And something that we haven't seen often, that's great right there. They'll take the tank down and do this nice jump.
Wow,
They'll get
fantastic
on
by Bomax, getting right into the action.
Low on health. Unfortunately, unable to miss that lead.
Red Dawn did get the ultimate off. Is there going to be
1v1
something big
action.
to happen right now?
Reaper just taking heals right now, and unfortunately, a good 53% right there for Juice to start off. Unfortunately, only losing Sinigdosh, but it is a 4v5 with the tank back into action. We'll see if they can do anything. Great cleanse right there, but not enough. Bomax, this Junkrat is walking right now through GCU.
Q-Tip trying to pick off some damage right now, getting the team back together so they can quickly get back on point.
Something I didn't notice was how great Junkrat is on this map. These tight-knit corners, these close corners, don't allow for much to do. But I think we're going to see a sound barrier come out here from GCU pretty soon.
Tinkerbell going
right
down
now.
there.
4 ultimates ready for GCU.
GCU
They'll back
looking
up.
pretty scattered right now. Northwood doing a great job just picking them out, forcing more time on the point. They are now at 65%.
So you see 4 ultimates ready, 68 to 69, 70% of the point is ticking upwards for Northwood right now. I believe you can see a sound barrier right here. There it is.
Oh, great sound barrier counter the Kiriko ult. And the Reaper ult there. Junkrat able to stop Q-Tip.
Bomax able to get one. They're just trading right now. Sojourn 1v1 battle. Both teams slide. Junkrat behind.
Ooh, what a
Kiriko.
good pick.
Red Dawn getting 3 of Northwood right there. Able to secure this point to push GCU onto this. And hopefully they can get and hold this point all the way into the final
That was
round.
a clutch by Red Dawn.
That was incredible. Goes the monkey jump. He'll grab one.
Oh!
Sinigdosh with the
Sinigdosh.
a great headshot, taking out both support characters for Northwood, leaving only 3 to go. Can they stagger them? They're going to stagger them right now and do as much damage as possible.
I mean, like we said, this is exactly what we're talking about. Sordone's massive damage output is just unstoppable at some points.
Taking a little bit of a hit right there, having to back up.
Oh!
Great usage from the monkey right there. This is a 2v1 right here. And sound barrier comes out for Northwood.
Wow, there's the 99.
Looking a little close right now.
It's going to come down to this moment right here.
Here comes the ball.
Wrecking ball. Will he be able to get on it in
He's
time?
going to be able to touch, I believe.
Oh, the
Junkrat.
Riptire.
Q-Tip goes down. Boma goes down. Northwood will cap. I don't know if this goes into overtime. It will not. Northwood will take game number 1.
Northwood taking number 1. I gotta say, highly competitive game right there.
I am very impressed with the fight GCU is putting up right now.
Absolutely. That was a great game.
Let's take a look at this. This is Bode from the Northwood team as Sojourn. Let's take a look. This was on, I can't remember this map name, but there's one. Comes the second. There's
Wow.
Headshot. It's only a 2-kill. We saw a triple kill from Red Dawn as Kiriko right there.
A debatable play of the
I
game.
would say that as well. Another thing that I've been seeing is these play of the games. Like just in like my games alone, I'm getting like a quad kill as Reaper, and I'm seeing Mora get like 2 kills and like 1 healing orb. I'm like,
Oh, that's what Mora's good at.
yeah,
taking all the attention.
yeah. I'm like, what am I doing? Why is my DPS Moira getting the play of the game when I have a 4 stack? This is crazy.
I love how you refer to Mora as DPS Mora, right?
Yeah.
Because there's 2 different types.
I mean, at least the Moiras that I play with are DPS. But takeaways from that game. GCU putting up obviously a great fight. Northwood doing a lot of pressure, having a lot of pressure, just kind of like spawn camping them.
Oh, absolutely.
Kind of keeping GCU inside of that spawn, which is tough to get out of because, I mean, I think like the most useful thing they did was use Lucio and his speed to get out of there, use his sound barrier to allow for, obviously more generative health, and they took that quick point at the end right there. Weren't able to hold on to it, giving them the first round to Northwood. Eichenwald.
Eichenwald is the next map, and I believe that is a
push map. It's a it's a 2-point map. I can't remember.
Capture then push.
Yeah,
then.
you capture, and I can't remember. Oh man, I can't think of. There's a term for it. I can't think of it. I'll think of it eventually. But yeah, so on Eichenwald, there's this map is a little difficult for defense because if I am gonna predict what's gonna happen, Northwood's gonna stick with this Junkrat, and Junkrat shooting through. Oh wait, but hang on. This is interesting from GCU to pick this map. So obviously, we didn't discuss this, but the map is not the map pool isn't chosen right now. It's actually going back and forth. So the losing team chooses the next map, and then obviously it continues back and forth until someone wins 3. Right now, choosing attack or defense, depending on which one GCU decides to do. I don't know if they get to choose or not, but using Junkrat on this choke point, this early choke point on Eichenwald, is kind of dangerous because it's so congested, and shields alone aren't going to do enough because everybody else is shooting at the shields. So we'll see.
Especially Sojourn, right?
Oh, this isn't Eichenwald, pardon me. This is not. I thought this was Eichenwald.
We got the wrong intel.
Do we know what this map? I think I'm trying to think.
It is a capture push.
It is a capture. It's a. Oh my gosh. It's like on the tip of my tongue, the name of this map. You're chilling. All right, let's. I'm just talking to our production. Oh, it's Midtown. That's what it was.
Yep.
Yeah.
Subway
so
coming in
Midtown.
clutch.
Yeah. So it's the capture and then the payload map, which we will see.
This is one of my favorite maps.
I like this map, but this is what I talked a little bit about Eichenwald. This is kind of similar to Eichenwald. It has this singular choke point right here that's really good, but a lot of teams, this is what we saw. Me and Elson, when we were casting this last week, GCU plays this high ground right here, which is so nice.
Oh, I mean, the defense, look at this. They have a view on the capture point, and then they have a view right down there, too, so they can get back on point quickly if someone's jumping on it.
Synecdoche should take 1 down right there. Down goes Cowman. This is that Junkrat that I talked how it would be good for Eichenwald.
Wow, Northwood already has one.
Yeah, they're capping right now. GCU doesn't even recognize it. Finally, they're able to get that Doomfist off the point.
As a C9 if it's a point. A Lucio versus Kiriko here. Come on, Q-Tip. Get it, Q-Tip. Get it, Q-Tip.
Twinkerbell able to take down the Dynasty Doomfist pick right there. Lucio a little bit low on heals right now. Lucio, Q-Tip, he'll come back.
Doing a good job, Q-Tip, healing his team. And pushing them back off point. Giving them
slowly but
some
surely.
love.
GCU kind of spread apart right now, as Northwood will just slowly take over this point. But Q-Tip will hop on right now and just contest for a little bit. As Bomax, he'll come back on, use that that barrier to help produce some less damage.
Wow, look how good Q-Tip is at switching between heals and speed, maximizing efficiency. Will we see an ultimate here? Yes, we will. Wow, great job by GCU defending.
That was a good job by GCU. They did a really, really well done job right there. I think what really struck first was that Doomfist, he like just jumped on point right away,
Absolutely.
which really set them back. And look at Doomfist is not holding back at all, putting as much pressure on this back line. He'll unfortunately get taken out right here.
I can't
but
believe how
wasn't
much
noticed.
damage Doomfist can take.
Yeah, because he has that that block. Yeah, he has that block, and what his block does is when the enemy charges up, he goes back to his DPS form where he can totally use that full punch. We'll see a Brahma Rage right here come out from Bomax. Can he do it the most with it?
Around. There he goes.
Take
Great
him out.
job by Boma. Great jump in. Oh, Doomfist ult. Oh, great ult by Red Dawn.
2 down, only 2 remain. But the thing is, what Northwood wasn't doing was moving this point.
Oh, wow.
They're now starting to moving this payload. And it's almost as if that team fight kind of happened for no reason for Northwood.
Absolutely.
They just kind of were like, honestly, I want to say a little kill hungry.
You absolutely 100% of the time you need to make sure that payload is moving. Whether there's 1 or 3 on it, it has to be moving.
Look how far back Doomfist's punch sends an enemy. It's crazy. Boma on his last life. Here comes a Reaper Blossom.
Wow.
Cowman will get 4 in a team kill.
That is a quad
Northwood.
feed for Northwood.
Wow, this will set GCU back. Not too much, but just enough to contest one more time here on this attack from Northwood. See if they can hold this point.
Boma using cover to his advantage.
Here comes the overclock from Sitting Doge.
There goes the Doom. That is huge for GCU.
Reaper is just doing the most right now to Bomax. That is the counter.
Oh, Boma using a secondary fire to deal maximum damage.
Oh yeah, yeah. Wow. Twinkerbell.
Love to see it from
Love
Winston.
to see it.
Love
This
to see Winston
This is what
play.
we missed last round.
Very good.
But it's
contest.
back. It's back now. So Boma, having the Winston on right now is a little bit of a tough pick against a Reaper. Reaper's just so good regardless.
Oh, and a Sojourn.
In a Sojourn, like this competition is great. Here comes the sound from Q-Tip. Barrier, will it do enough? That Reaper was low.
Boma
Not
getting
gonna be
Primal
enough.
Rage. He's going to use it right here.
I think so.
Ah.
Oh, he does not get it
Does
off.
not get it off right there.
Good. There goes the Doom.
Oh,
Here
this is
comes
when
the
Reaper
Kiko.
is at his best in the
Sune
Kiriko's
rush.
path.
Look at this
Wow.
damage.
Wow.
He's gonna have to back up, unfortunately. That 1v1 did not go in Twinkerbell's favor, but it didn't go in Cowman's favor either. You know, they just reset. Only a minute 25 remaining for Northwood to get to the second point. Doomfist using Meteor Strike. He'll take Boma. Here comes Boat with the overclock, and Dynasty.
Oh, wow.
Northwood doing everything that they can and doing it right. They'll take GCU down.
Boat on Northwood really putting in work right now.
I think they will not be able to touch, unfortunately, GCU. They are
Oh, they
contesting.
touched it. Great job by GCU.
Twinkerbell managing to take out Cowman during his Blossom.
Every second counts.
Boma and Dynasty both tanks down for GCU. Sojourn and a Kitsune rush from Mitra of Northwood. They will cap the second point.
I have to say, I am glad GCU went to contest the point. I mean, you cannot sacrifice a second when it comes to playoff games like this.
Yeah, every second matters. You are right, Dylan. Every second matters. 2 minutes to go for Northwood. Boat will take out Red Dawn from afar. This will allow Northwood to push in a little bit farther, but Q-Tip getting a nice trade right there on the Doomfist Dynasty. Overclock ready.
Wow. Great job by St. Doge.
I believe Cowman did not have his fade right there.
Ult here maybe by St. Doge?
Boma pushing in right there. Kiriko up top. great spot for her to be in because she can just teleport right out of there.
Great job by Twinkerbell getting right where the Kiriko was to get her out of the high ground.
Doomfist still come behind as Dynasty. We see Overclock ready. I don't know if we'll see it right now. 3 ultimates ready. There comes the sound barrier from Q-Tip and a Reaper Blossom from Twinkerbell. Only 1, 2, 3 to go for. That is a great play right there. The Kiriko is the only one remain for Northwood. 1 minute to go. Can they do it?
GCU's in a very good position right now. If they're able to hold this, they have a very good chance attacking next round.
So Cynic does just ult right now, and we see Kiriko Kitsune Rush ready to go too. And there comes the Kitsune Rush from Red Dawn. He'll push in right now, allowing for Winston to jump far back.
Wow, great job by Bomax.
3, 4 down for Northwood. They're shaking in their boots right now.
Man, you gotta love Kitsune Rush. What a powerful ultimate.
So powerful.
For any character.
Any character. Any character at all.
Including Kiriko herself.
Yeah. Her right click is crazy. You do headshots with Kiriko's kunai knives, they're crazy.
I gotta say, I feel like Kiriko has some of the best potential in the game. If you're able to land your headshots, you're a DPS player.
That's a tough pick right there for GCU. 3 will go down. Lucio just gonna contest as much as he can to not allow. Not gonna be enough. Q-Tip will go down. Team kill comes for Northwood.
GCU's gonna have to regroup
here.
He's
got the Primal Rage. He's got it ready. Overtime comes out for GCU. I don't know if we'll see this right now. He'll use it probably when he's lower on health. There it comes. That's the low health right there. He'll push the point, try and knock people off of it as much as he can. And focusing this Baptiste right now, who's being healed by the Kiriko of the opposing team.
You got to make sure you use your ult the best way possible, and that is taking out the squishies first.
Yeah, that BAP damage is coming out, but it's not going to be enough. 1 down. This overtime bar is just ticking right now.
Twinkerbell getting a little bit of flanking on
Great pick
Northwood.
right there. 1 remains.
Great job by Twinkerbell.
Cleanse will come out. Doomfist to go. Can they get them off point at all? Lucio trying to boop. 1 to go. A contest. Here comes the rest of the team. There it is.
Let's go. Great job by GCU.
GCU managing to stop Northwood from reaching the final 3rd point of Midtown. GCU to attack.
I have to say this is huge for GCU right now.
That was a great stop. They struggled a little bit at the beginning, but they managed to pull it off. They got 30 seconds to assemble the team that they want. They'll be on attack now. I don't know if Northwood will change up their composition much because it seemed to work. Personally, I just have never seen Doomfist comp gameplay. I am kind of dude, shocked right now how well it's working.
Terrifying.
That's a big dude coming at you. He's got his big fist and oh man, it's a lot.
I play him and I swear he's the worst character in the game. And
I want to see this. One of the worst tanks, one of the worst.
He's the best.
Yeah. Oh man. All right. So a similar composition, almost actually the exact same composition from GCU.
We do see a Sigma on Northwood though.
Sigma on Northwood or on Midtown. Yeah, Sigma Midtown on Northwood. This is when I play Northwood, when I play on Midtown, I use Sigma sometimes when I'm playing tank because there's that side hallway that sometimes the enemies like to go through, and you can just throw his orbs or whatever his kinetic balls are called into that room, and they do just tick damage because they don't necessarily have to hit dead on.
They also
ricochet. Do a little bit of a ricochet splash damage type of ability. Yeah. So we will see GCU underway to attack. Can they get 3 points to win the 2nd map of tonight's match?
It's intriguing to see both of the same DPSs on both teams, Reaper and Slayer.
Yeah.
Really says a lot about what state they're in.
Yeah. GCU will take this high ground right now. He'll jump on to the Sigma, and this is Winston is Sigma's one of Sigma's counters. Thank you. Using that light pole.
Sigma's almost gone.
There's Sigma.
Wow, they're going to be able to cap point very quickly here if they finish off these kills.
Good cleanse right there. Q-Tip managing to use that boop, that bounce back. Tracer comes out for Northwood instead of Reaper. That could be a problem for this back line of GCU.
I love seeing Boma's movement, just jumping around, making sure to deal damage with the slam and the electric gun. Electric hand?
Slowly but surely, GCU GCU is capping this point right now. Doing
There
it
is. Great
faster,
cap.
5 minutes and 20 seconds for GCU. I remember casting this with Elsa the other week. This is exactly how it went for GCU on attack. They'll take out Kiriko. Dynasty Sigma will go down. Northwood is in the back line.
Wow.
He'll jump on top of Boat right there, grabbing another kill, staggering
Another
them as
one?
much as possible. This is a little risky right now for Boma because half health. Obviously, Kiriko heals are coming in, but you got to be careful. And what GCU is doing right now that Northwood didn't do last round is removing this payload while being able to fight at the same time.
Absolutely.
Having Kiriko stand point and just throw out her cleanses and her heals is great. I think we could see our Primal Rage right here come for Boma.
We got a little bit of Soldier 76 action on Northwood, making the swap between Tracer to Soldier. Perhaps for a little bit more assistance with healing.
This is an interesting take. Normally this high ground is from the defense, but we're seeing it from GCU. Sigma below, but only 83 health for Boma. He's going to have to back up and get out of that. Twinkerbell will go down from Lucio, but they only lost one right there. They moved the payload a decent amount. 4 minutes to go. Plenty of time.
Plenty of time. Wow, we see a lot of ults charged up for Grand Canyon. Synecdoche, Q-Tip, Twinkerbell, and Boma all having theirs.
Yeah.
If Kiriko's able to secure it, we can see something huge. Wow, Primal Rage coming out, able to spread out the enemies.
Maybe they can get this Lucio pick. That's good right there. Q-Tip getting 2.
GCU staying on the payload, always making a continuous push.
Ooh! That was a little bit of a trick shot right there. Okay, Boma. Just like jumped up and just like tapped him in the head.
Wow, I'm very impressed with Boma's level of play right now. Diving in and out as a Winston main should do.
This is perfect for GC right now. They have all of this momentum going in. Synecdoche will use, my goodness, they'll use the overclock right there, grabbing Cowman and both DPS. Wow, this is crazy. GCU is doing such a great job right now pushing this payload and pushing Northwood back into their own spawn. Boma has his bubble ready, and he also has his lead.
Wow. Boma still pushing the payload, looking great here. Some massive opportunity.
Here
There's
comes
the Kitsune rush. Wow, they're all grouped together. Let's make something happen.
The only thing that, there comes, the payload slowly moving right now. The thing is, if GCU gets reset right here, almost 4 whole minutes to whole reset, gather themselves, try and figure out how they want to make this push.
Oh,
because
absolutely.
look at, that's my main. I'm seeing Cowman, Northwood. I'm not rooting for you, Northwood. Nothing against you. It's just I'm GCU biased right now. And I wanted to see, yeah, Dynasty right now. He's on Sigma. Will he listen to this melody? I don't know. We'll see. But Cowman playing my main. Obviously rooting for GCU, but I love May, so we'll see if we can see it play out. This freeze will be good to use against GCU, but use it ready.
Huge counter to Kiriko. I mean, this could be damaging for GCU if May's played correctly.
Yeah, there's that wall right there trying to just block off, but right now, Sojourn has her, almost barely just got that boat, getting a quick triple kill right there, but Q-Tip just slowly moving the payload while they were super distracted on Synecdoche.
Plenty of time still for Grand Canyon. Not a whole lot of push left to make it to the point.
And this is a little bit risky right now for Northwood pushing this back in. They could take this right here. Oh my gosh, the freeze. He'll use the monkey. Go move the point right now, honestly, if I'm GCU. Maybe take out this Sigma in this backline right here. But yeah, Yumitra from Northwood was able to use their sound barrier to allow for Northwood to push in and keep this pressure.
Great teleport by Red Dawn on the Winston.
So this is the exact moment that they need to take this right now.
Oh, absolutely.
With Dynasty down, the tank out, May is just going to chill by this point right here. She'll go down from Kiriko. Red Dawn slowly moving this point. They're a little bit staggered right now. Roadhog switch from Dynasty. He'll see if he can hook anybody in.
Wow, what a switch, Roadhog.
Oh, Red Dawn will go down, unfortunately losing, but the Twinkerbell, oh, she'll grab one from the Blossom as they slowly move this point backwards. Is Northwood, can they manage to get this to the final point? GCU only a minute 40 remaining.
There goes Boat. Let's go, GCU.
This shield is actually really great for May right here. There's a good ice wall from Northwood's May, Cowman.
I'm impressed with Northwood's ability just to swap characters like that and still hold a defensive
They're
line.
holding this really well. Winston slowing down just a little bit more. Roadhog having that ultimate, or that passive ability, or not party passive, is one of his ability. That's a great pick from Boma.
Oh, this
They'll
might be
fall
it
into
right
this back
here.
line right here. He has Primal Monkey raised, ready to go. GCU, oh no, that's a great use of ultage right there.
Oh.
GCU is using the Primal Rage. Can they do it? One, they only have a little bit left.
Oh, the Lucio
One
gets it
meter
with
to
the
go.
ult. Are they gonna, is Northwood gonna be able to
1
regroup?
meter to go. GCU needs 1 whole meter and contested right now. 45 seconds remain. The Wrecking Ball will come out from Northwood.
Wow, the
Can
Kitsune
they
rush.
do it? Down goes Tracer. Down goes Kiriko.
Cute.
Right now, Boma will go down. We are sitting out of our seats right now. 1 meter needed for a GCU win. 30 seconds remain. They'll have to regroup with the death of Boma.
I gotta say, good call to regroup. This is their last opportunity to push it. They're so close. Come on, GCU.
There comes Boma. Right now, the May is working for Northwood. They need to focus her and the Roadhog because with his ability to just heal 400, 500 health, however much it is crazy. 7 seconds. 5. Can
They
GCU?
need to contest.
Here comes the Kiriko rush, the Kitsune rush. Can GCU put this on?
This
One
is
down,
huge.
two for GCU. Cowman will take Twinkerbell. 1 remains.
The
Can
May.
they grab the May? May will go down. Synecdoche to grab this other.
They're looking
They're
good.
gonna
They're
do it.
looking
1
good.
remains. It's Kiriko. They just need this Kiriko push. She uses cleanse.
Oh
She's
my-
gonna get that, but I think the team
This
is
is
gonna
it.
be able to get back. Wrecking Ball
Oh,
will come
they
out.
pushed it back to 5 meters
They have
though.
to focus this Wrecking Ball. They're moving it.
Oh, what a swap to Wrecking Ball.
He's down. They just need a little bit
Oh,
more.
the Reaper
The
got
Reaper
there.
teleport got on. 1 down. Tracer's the one to remain. 95 meters
They
to go.
really
Lucio
need to take
boost.
out
Can he
GCU,
come out?
though. They're
GCU
getting
will
it,
do
baby.
it.
They're getting it, baby.
GCU will do it. And a greatest comeback I think we've seen here.
Let's go.
Wow.
Let's go. 1-1.
1 apiece right now. My voice will be gone tomorrow.
Let's take a look at this. I believe this was the quad feed we saw earlier.
Yeah, from Northwood.
Quad feed. Wow. Almost a team wipe.
Almost a team wipe. Still technically a team wipe,
Still
but with the use of, oh my goodness. Ladies and gentlemen,
That was a crazy match.
that was one of the craziest matches I think that we have ever had. I am speechless. Well, not speechless. What else? What do we take away from this?
What do we take away from
GCU
this?
can hold their own against one of the top teams in this NECC league.
And I gotta say, I am very impressed with Northwood. Their team, their swaps from characters, insane. They were doing their best to counter GCU, but
Yeah.
GCU stuck with what they had, stuck with what they know,
Yeah.
played
Oh
it
my
out,
gosh.
and took the dub. They were
my
not
goodness.
scared or intimidated by the counters.
My heart is
They doubled down,
beating right now.
and that's what you gotta do to win this. This is playoffs.
So GCU managed to get on point with 7 seconds remaining. I think that last fight that we saw lasted for about a minute or two, and Northwood they were getting picked off, but they would come right back,
Right back.
and just, you know, the switch from Roadhog to Wrecking Ball was crazy, obviously fast. You have like 6 to 7 seconds to switch after a death, so you can choose who you want to play next, but it's still like, oh my gosh. Still, he managed to get into Wrecking Ball, zoom to point, stay on point, and with Kiriko, the enemy team's Northwood's Kiriko using cleanse perfectly at the right times
Yes.
to give them just a little bit amount of time.
Yes.
It was so close. Unfortunately, not enough for Northwood, but we're so happy and we're
Yes.
so awesomely and we're so thankful that GCU managed to pull it off because that was so awesome to watch.
Absolutely. This is a game to best of 5, so really when we're coming around to the statistics,
Yeah.
this next game is huge.
This is a huge game for this next GCU team. I believe this will be a push map, or it might. Oh, I thought of it. I thought of it. So what we just witnessed on Midtown, that's called a hybrid map.
Hybrid.
That is where you capture the point and then push a payload.
Right.
So that is obviously what we saw.
This might be fully push.
This might be a full push map, but I think it might be something else. I'm not too sure. We'll find out obviously soon enough. I don't know if we'll be on Kings Row. Kings Row seems to be kind of a popular one.
Northwood actually gets to decide
That's
what
right.
map they want now.
So yeah, yeah. Oh, escort maps. Okay. So escort maps are where you kind of just it's kind of like Watchpoint Gibraltar is an escort map. It's where you just get out of the gate and start pushing your payload. You don't have to cap. You don't have to do anything like that. A push map is you have the big robot and you push the barrier forward. So this escort map, I can't remember. What was it on? I can't remember. I think, no, I mentioned Gibraltar. We're not sure, but it will most likely be an escort map. But this is crazy.
Yes.
This is crazy gameplay. Yeah, but we are getting word. Both teams are going to take a quick break, so we're going to take a break. Never mind. We're kidding. We're toying. We're pulling your guys' legs right now.
We're actually gonna get right into it here pretty
Yeah.
soon. Totally understand why they don't want to take a
Yeah.
break. They want to keep this momentum going.
This is good for them
I gotta
right
say,
now.
both teams are doing a great job. I wouldn't want to kill it with a timeout
Yeah.
or a break right now if I was Northwood or GCU.
And I think taking a look back at that last map on Midtown, the only way I think Northwood would have came out with that win is had they picked off Boma, and so they did it one
yes.
time, but they needed to get him again because what helps so much is the Winston's shield is so large that GCU can walk in and out of it, they can shoot through it, they can do damage through it, and on that little corner that they were trying to get past what Northwood had, it's super like tight and like congested a little bit, so it's like GCU has all these angles, but Northwood can't. And they didn't have much shredding his bubble too. So that was what's super tough. Sojourn obviously for Northwood was doing a good job charging her her overclock ability or her plasma cannon. I can't and taking out the shield, but Winston jumping the Sojourn.
Yes.
He's jumping on Sojourn of Northwood, and that was just like that's what helped.
Yes.
That's what helped so much for them to be able to win that match.
Boma is able to use Winston in such a profound way. He
Yeah.
not only lands next to them, he actually lands
On
on top
of them, and with that, you deal damage as Winston.
Yes.
So that's good.
I love seeing high level Winston play. I
Yeah.
barely see it now, especially
Yeah.
because, well, I hope we see it more now. All the tanks
Yeah.
got nerfed.
But we are underway. Teams are choosing their characters right now. We'll take a look at what we see. Here we are.
Oh, Red Dawn playing Baptiste this time around.
And a Q-tip taking a. This is
Zenyatta.
so we have 4 brand new heroes we're gonna take a look at tonight. Except we did see a Baptiste for Northwood. This is kind of wild because Boma obviously normally playing Winston, different switch up right here with Sigma. They'll play this top ground, I think. Widow is great on offense and defense on this map, surprisingly.
Oh, absolutely. This
Because-
map just has so much range.
Yeah, so on defense, what we did notice, they jumped off that ledge earlier. That's where Widow plays. That's a great play.
Wow, look at that shield placement.
So I think they're expecting a...
Oh!
Oh, wow!
That was a strat.
That was going to be amazing. Twinkerbell playing Widow. If you're a great defensive Widow, and I don't doubt that Twinker is, this is going to be super difficult for Northwood to attack on. Boma taking a quick pick on boat right there.
Oh,
Zarya,
huge.
Orisa is the tank choice for Northwood. She's very tanky. Orisa is a tanky character.
Most tankiest. Other than Wrecking Ball, in my opinion.
Yeah. Wrecking Ball can get up, I think, to, what is it,
Like
1100
Yeah,
health?
something
Something
crazy.
like that. That's another great ability that Sigma has right there, is that kinetic grasp. Using that to, when there's heavy fire, he gains health from that too.
Oh, yeah.
So kind of similar to Wrecking Ball. When Wrecking Ball's around people, clicking that E is going to gain him, like, barrier damage or barrier health, pardon.
I think we just saw him up to 650 right there. That's pretty impressive.
Genji 1 right there. Managing to get out of that. So we're going to see a Sigma battle tonight. Great.
That invincibility
That is
shield.
such a great invincibility right there from Baptiste. Sigma battle still happening. Right now, Northwood doing a pretty Northwood doing a pretty good job pushing GCU back in. GCU will have to regroup right here as they lose Boma, the tank of Sigma, and so I think Tinkerbell probably will eventually switch off of Widow, just because right now it's a little bit of a tight gap for her to be sniping. With the Zenyatta orb can do of the Yumitra from Northwood can do kind of a lot against a Widow.
Absolutely.
So that Discord
Makes her
would be good.
extremely squishy.
Let's hear the universe sing.
Let's hear it. Come on.
I want to hear the universe sing to Sigma right now. I want to know what that melody is.
Right,
Give me that melody, Sigma.
What
is that melody?
melody?
And I don't think he got any, unfortunately, right there. There comes a pick out from Q-Tip right there, taking out the Boat, which is a great pick right there for Sojourn.
Wow, that Discord orb may be coming in clutch right here.
Pushing this Sigma back into his defensive line. And just as we see Dynasty. Okay, so something to take a look at. Dynasty, who was playing the tanks all last round, both 2 maps, is now not on tank. It's Cowman, who was playing Reaper last round, I believe. And Boat doing the most right now. Boat the GOAT, that's probably what they call him over at Northridge. Taking out GCU's backline so easily. Look how far Northwood is right now into GCU's territory.
Tinkerbell's playing Genji as well on this map.
So a quick nerf from Genji, but it doesn't seem to be scaring any of the GCU or Northwood players.
This map is so close quarters, you can just really dish out those shurikens.
Yeah.
Land some headshots.
Cowman doing a pretty good job right now, taking out this back line. Boat using that ability to grab.
Northwood has 4:35 left and only one more checkpoint to hit. GCU's going to have to muster up some strength to make a defensive line.
I'm trying to think of who right now is moving this payload that's not apart. It's Zenyatta most likely.
Zenyatta.
This is a good angle right here for GCU, having this high ground. Shields back up and ready to go for Sigma. There it goes. And it'll just get ripped to shred right there.
Wow.
We see a nice little melody come out. Boma will go down, unfortunately, to the Zen. Cowman to take out Tinkerbell. Northwood right now. Just so much aggression.
Great charge by Zen. Unfortunately, Q-Tip died. A little trade-off right there.
3 minutes and 45 seconds. Diva getting on point right there. That's Boma switching over. Great usage of that. He'll take out Zen with the great Transcendence. My goodness. There's that barrier right there. Can Genji do any?
Wow.
That was good.
Great deflection by Tinkerbell right there.
Oh, Tracer on point.
Wow. And they capped it to 3.
3 minutes, 21 seconds are left. GCU has to cap, obviously.
GCU's going to have to...
They're going to have to...
Give it their best right now.
Give it their best. So 3 minutes, 21 seconds remaining for Northwood. If this goes into overtime.
I'm curious to see how Northwood makes defensive adjustments on this map. I wonder if they will also run a similar Widow playstyle.
Yeah, that would be interesting. That first attempt from, I believe it was Tinkerbell on Widow, I didn't even know that was a possibility as Widow on defense for this map. And looking at it now, I'm thinking, I'm going to go try that probably after this.
No, I absolutely think Widow is definitely one of the most lethal damages in the game.
I think so.
She's in the right hands.
If you're, yeah,
1000%.
If you're accurate, it's got to be one of the toughest things to deal with, because she can play from so far back. It doesn't even matter how far back she is. If she's full 100% charged while she's scoped in and she hits you in the head, you're gonna die most likely if you're not a tank.
Absolutely. I think her ultimate's a little bit underrated. To be able to see where people are coming from.
Yeah, you
get
wall hacks.
You with that infrared. Yeah, literally wall hacks.
So Cowman's going to stick on Sigma. We'll see Tinkerbell stick with Reaper, Cynicdoge. This is the...
playing a little bit of poker with the robots.
Yeah. So, similar composition that we saw on the first map on Lijiang Tower for GCU. Quickly taking critical right there. Cynicdoge will take an early death from CJ. As Kiriko right now, Red Dawn will just filter out these healing orbs, these healing bandages.
Great job by Red Dawn. Alive. The range on Kiriko's healing is also great.
Quick cleanse right there to allow Winston to get in there and do as much damage as possible. Two picks down, both DPS ready to go for GCU. Bomo will push in as much as he can, but only 81 health, and he'll get ticked back up to full just here soon as he regains. Twinkerbell gonna have to do a little more damage here, get GCU going. He'll take this back flank right now, maybe grab one of these supports.
Great job by Twinkerbell trying to get this flank off.
Winston, Boma doing as much as he can. Kiriko ult, Kitsune Rush will come out. Winston just barely staying alive, not going to be enough.
Hanzo sniping a little bit.
Hanzo playing great. This is Dynasty, what we saw originally.
Ooh, Q-tip.
Got one.
Wow, great job, Q-tip.
This is where they think, hey, we got 3 of them, we can relax. Not for Q-tip, he's not relaxing. He's like, I'm going to go take advantage of this Hanzo that's like, thinks he got play of the game.
He's hardwired on speed right now.
Moma's a little pushed out, taking this top balcony right here. Lucio just hooping, doing what he can, wall riding his best.
Oh my goodness.
Gonna have to get down to this team, use his healing ability to get GCU back into this fight.
You know, throughout the year, I've seen Q-tip just get better and better and better at wall movements.
Yeah.
Literally able to almost levitate
Look at him doing
on
this
the
right
wall. Crazy.
That was insane. I think he's getting on point. I think he's on point right now. So we're gonna see a Sinido swap, I believe. Or no, they'll just heal up right now. Right now.
Wow, yeah, you can see Q-tip all the way over there.
Finally getting taken out. That'll stagger GCU just a little bit. A 5v4 will come out. No, pardon, a 4v4 with the Dynasty or the Hanzo going down. Ultimate ready for Q-tip as 2 are ready for Northwood. We have an Overclock and a Transcendence ready. We'll see a Reaper. There's the sound barrier from Q-tip and a Transcendence from Yumitra.
That was a fantastic sound barrier.
And a Primal Rage will come from Boma. Can he do enough damage to take out this Sigma? Here comes this Melody. He's singing the universe. He'll grab one. Oh, that's Spartan. That's Boat will grab one.
Wow, the Kiriko took out Twinkerbell.
Q-tip. Oh, we're seeing a little bit of toxicity right now.
Whoa.
That is, wow.
Whoa.
That is crazy. That, Q-tip's a troll.
Wow. Cynic Dosh using the ult. Getting plasma beams off. Can she get another one? She does.
You see the Hanzo will come out right there. That's Dynasty using that. Not able to get any of those off. But GCU has good momentum right here going into this next fight. They take 2 out, setting Northwood back just a little bit. And I think Northwood will be able to contest this first point. 20 seconds remain for GCU to get this to the final checkpoint right here. Can they do it?
We have
25
to remember,
health.
Northwood has 3:20 left in overtime. At this point, GCU really just
They're slowly moving it right now. Contested. Here comes the Kitsune Rush from CJ of Northwood. 3 meters needed for GCU.
Great job by Twinkerbell.
Holding it decently.
2 kills with the Reaper ult.
They're going to get it. Adding 2.5 minutes onto this clock right now for GCU. This is really, really well done.
Clutch play by Twinkerbell.
Oh, Cowman. Red Dawn trading right now, doing as much as they can. We'll see Red Dawn stick on this point right now and just slowly deal out heals as Twinkerbell will stay up front.
So looking at Northwood, they kind of did something similar to GCU, using a Hanzo instead of a Widow.
Yeah.
But using Zenyatta still.
Still, yeah, you're right. Oh, great sound barrier right there. That'll save almost all of GCU's team right there. Actually, it will save all of GCU's team right there. That's great sound barrier from Q-tip. Reaper ready to go into his Wraith. CJ taking a nice headshot onto Twinkerbell. 4 down, 5 down for GCU. Northwood gets a team kill.
Kiriko's potential, like we were talking about, is just absolutely crazy. You land those headshots and they are done.
One of the best healers in the game right now.
Absolutely.
The most viable and utilized healer in Overwatch League, in my competitive games, probably in your competitive games, probably in Elsa's competitive games, probably in everybody's competitive games, and in the collegiate games.
Great survivability on her as well.
Yeah. even with her nerf of that invulnerability from zero point 0.4 seconds to 0.25, it seems to like not have adjusted her gameplay whatsoever.
No, absolutely not. Especially when she teleports right there on the spot, it's so hard to realize that she's even there.
Yep. Slowly but surely, GCU going in right now, using the Kitsune Rush, was Red Dawn. We're seeing a great pick right there from Sinning Doge. He'll get hit by a rock. Ooh. Moving this payload, which is good right now. If they could take off this Zenyatta from this enemy team, this would be huge for them. Grabbing a support would be great.
You see Sinning Doge just shooting at that shield, so
Overclock ready to go.
he's able to.
I believe we will see this.
What is that melody? Take him out.
One down.
Great job.
There's another Sinning Doge popping off right now.
Wow.
He's the only to remain. Can he get another? No. 3 meters and 3.73 meters to go.
Q-tip is off. Q-tip is off.
10 seconds to reach this point for Q-tip.
He's going to do what he does best right here, but it's up to the rest of the team to meet him at it.
They gotta
Oh,
get
Wrecking
on.
Ball's also there.
They are going to be able to get on. That's 3 right there for GCU. 1 pick right there for
Wow.
Red Dawn. Can they put this into the overtime? We see a Ryan switch from Cowman instead of Sigma.
They're there.
Slowly but surely getting picked
They're
off. This is a
there.
great sound barrier from Q-tip. Can they get this point to the next part? They need this so badly. They're slowly moving it, contesting and contesting.
Oh, they got it.
They did
They
it.
got it. They're
They
hanging
did
on.
it. GCU does it. A minute 30 to get this to the very, very last point. Look at Hamster right now. Look at Boma.
Absolutely fantastic switch.
They'll set them back just a little bit right now. They'll heal up right now. Resetting this entire match.
Switching back to Winston.
Yeah.
Crucial.
So something to take a look at right here. Still 3 minutes and 21 seconds remain for Northwood. If GCU puts this in overtime.
Wow, we're seeing some Ryan hard play right now. Love to see it. That's my main.
And that was a cleanse from Kiriko. Kind of a waste of an ability right now. And we're just seeing Lucio have a blast. Let's take this outside. I didn't even know that was part of the map. This is the Kitsune rush from Red Dawn.
Wow.
3 up top.
Great job by Boma.
That's 1 down. Dynasty will fall.
Yes.
Reaper Twinkerbell, he'll get 2.
The spread on the electric attack is crazy. There's the Rhine.
4 down. 4 down for Northwood. But keep in mind, with only 15 seconds left and 4 ultimates ready to go for Northwood, this is dangerous for GCU because they have nothing to counter this. Q-Tip needs to get as much ult charge as possible right here to save anything. In Dynasty, he's going to throw Dragon on point most likely. Here comes all of the ultimates from Northwood. So many being used. There's that Dragon I just mentioned.
Oh my gosh.
Can GCU survive? Down goes Cowman, the tank. Twinkerbell doing everything he can. Lucio coming up right now for GCU on this sound barrier. Can they hold it? They need to be able to touch this point as much as possible. Great cleanse from Kiriko. So close to sound barrier. There goes the sound barrier. Can they do anything right now to put this game into overtime? GCU needs to win this as badly as possible. Q-Tip just staying on point, touching every now and then. They lost Boma the tank. He'll come back with Wrecking Ball, the savior of the last point.
Q-Tip not even getting hit, maintaining the high ground and still dealing damage. Wow.
Wrecking Ball low. Ryan back on point. Not being able to do enough as slowly and surely GCU's lineup is going down right now. They need to be able to do as much as they can, and unfortunately it will not be enough. GCU will GCU will go down in game number 3. Northwood leads 2-1.
Great effort by GCU right there. Great effort by Northwood contesting. I mean, that was a very close game. Even if Northwood had 3:20 left on their overtime, there's absolutely still a chance for GCU.
Yeah, 100%. GCU, in times of need, they pull through.
Wow, look at this Kiriko play of the game. Just 3 headshots off the bat like that.
Wow. CJ doing an amazing job right there, Northwood. I tip my hat to you, sir, but don't do that anymore. Don't do that anymore. Don't do that. Don't do that. We don't want any more of that. We want GCU. We want GCU, CJ.
Man,
Takeaways. Let's talk about it.
Well, I'm impressed with Q-Tip.
I am too.
I'm very impressed with Q-Tip's ability to stay alive,
Yeah.
to maintain the point when it's needed. Boma's ability to switch to Wrecking Ball and get on there very fastly,
That saved
especially when
them.
they were, yeah, on that second
Yeah.
checkpoint there, that absolutely saved them right
Whew.
there.
I
Um,
mean, just just taking a look at this game overall in general, I think the Hanzo play honestly was really great for
yes.
Northwood. I think that did a lot. It gave GCU a lot of trouble, and they dealt with it well towards that. Obviously, that second checkpoint that we took a look at. I want to say, I mean, obviously, I'm not of the highest ranks and really shouldn't be giving advice for Overwatch and Collegiate Overwatch, but I'd say it was great efforts from both teams. GCU just fell short just a little bit right there. Boma, obviously, your wrecking ball moves are crazy. Getting to the point as fastly as possible was incredible. I think that what gave him a tough time was having Cowman of Northwood switch to Reinhardt
Oh,
because having him just being pocket healed from the back from Kiriko and him just being able to swing his hammer and just do as much damage. We mentioned it earlier, getting his shatter so fast
so
can
fast.
just really hurt an entire team. Even if it's just like getting a solo pick with Ryan Shatter, it can set the entire momentum of GCU back and just any team in general back.
I noticed with GCU's on that last little chaotic run in there, GCU managed to avoid three ultimates coming from
Yeah,
Reinhardt,
yeah.
the Kitsune Rush, and
Hanzo's Dragons.
Hanzo's Dragons.
That
Wow.
was
They
crazy.
quickly got into cover, would reg back on the
Yeah.
payload. In overtime, they
Yeah,
were
in
able to keep
overtime.
it there.
And take like I remember when we were watching that, Kiriko's Kitsune Rush from Northwood came out first. Ryan's Shatter happened at the same time, and I mentioned I was like, Hanzo will probably dragon on point right now, and I was like, where is his dragon? He waited because GCU, I don't think they knew that he had dragon ready. They probably did, but they were just waiting like, why isn't he throwing dragon? Why isn't he throwing dragon? And so he throws it late to stall even more time so that if they use them all at once, they all go away quicker. But
That's,
if they spread them out, then it's like, oh man, now we have to deal with a dragon on top of a Ryan
yes.
Shatter, on top of a Kitsune Rush,
It's
on top
that
of an
much time you
overclock.
have
Yeah,
to be off the payload.
exactly. And
Yeah.
so I think Northwood did a pretty decent job right there, spreading out their ultimate usage so that GCU had to continuously avoid that point.
Absolutely. I gotta say, great effort by both teams right there. We are now on match point. If Northwood takes this next game, that will be the end of playoffs. If GCU ties it at 2-2, then it will come down
Game 5.
to game five.
Oh man, I want a game 5 GCU. I don't know if we have word yet on the map that we're going to be playing on. I want to say,
It should be
I think
a
it
what's
a
the
push map.
robot
I
one?
think
I
it's a
always
push map.
refer to push escort.
No, I think it's push. I think
Oh,
it's a push
push.
map.
Okay,
Escort map is
push.
what we just were on.
Escort is
Yeah,
payload, push is robot.
yeah, push on
Let's
Colosseo.
go.
This is an interesting map. So there's different push maps. Colosseo I think is the most competitively used one. I don't know if the composition is going to change. I think Ryan is great on push maps, especially this one.
Oh, absolutely.
Another good one is especially for these tight corners. I use Junkrat. I think Junkrat could be a possibility. We saw Junkrat in the first map for Northwood on Lijiang
I
Tower.
think Junkrat's a very real
Yeah,
possibility for
because it's
Coliseum.
that first part of Colosseo. It's like you're in like kind of a tunnel. You're in Rome, so you're next to the Colosseum, and so
Which
like
is so sick.
which is so cool. Like Overwatch, obviously, tip my hat, hands down, some of the coolest maps that we've seen so far. I love all the maps and all the different, sneaky hide ways you can go and all those different like tunnels. But this map is interesting because I mentioned it before. Obviously, it's super narrow, and with like Pharah and Junkrat, and I want to say, surprisingly enough, a Moira could be decent. Like using a damage orb down in this like kind of congested area, it's gonna deal damage to like every single person and just build her ult charge and allow her to get heals back and stuff like that.
Or yeah, absolutely. I bet Twinkerbell might hop on Reaper. I bet
Yeah,
we will be seeing more
yeah,
Sojourn like we talked about. Sojourn is S tier
you're
right
right.
now.
Yeah,
I think it's silly to use anyone other than her just
yeah.
with the damage output.
No, yeah,
But
I like the Reaper pick because again, congested area, tight. Reaper just does so much damage up close. Could be a Roadhog play, could be a Winston play, but I want to say probably a Rhine play. Crazy enough, we saw Zarya early on, but we haven't seen her much yet. So, wait, did we see Zarya?
it's been a while since I've seen Zarya.
Yeah,
Not today
I
we
don't think
haven't.
we didn't see Zarya today. Pardon me, but it's crazy because we were talking earlier. We were like, there's like not that much of a nerf to Zarya, but you're not gonna see her anymore.
Yeah,
That's
I mean,
crazy.
everyone complains about Zarya. Like I said, a whole bunch of new players coming to Overwatch 2. They shoot at the bubble. That's just how it is.
Yeah.
People don't understand that that 99 Ultra Beam charge will be the death of
Oh
everybody.
my gosh, it's insane. It is insane. Like, oh my gosh, like I'm picking off like when I play Zarya, I'm just gonna walk to their back
Yeah.
line and take out their Zen and take out their Lucio. Okay, guys, this is easy. They're
Yeah.
feeding me. They're feeding.
And then I mean, with collegiate level play, I just don't see Zarya as valuable
Yeah,
as it were to be if you were just to hop in a competitive game
yeah,
because you know how to deal with her. If you don't shoot at the bubble, I mean, she's rendered almost useless compared to other
I would
characters.
agree. I would agree. Here we are though, Coliseo game number 4. Northwood having a 2-1 lead going into this map. 20 seconds left until we start.
Wow, take a look at that. That is crazy.
This is awesome. This is Rome. This is the Coliseum.
You got like the 300 Spartacus there.
Yeah.
Maybe Kratos is up there
Somewhere.
somewhere.
You played any God of War Ragnarok?
I beat it this last
You
weekend.
beat it?
Yes.
That's awesome.
It was a pretty
The
crazy
game is
experience.
amazing. That's
Yeah,
super cool.
absolutely fantastic.
There's that robot with
There's
the
the
Overwatch
robot, the
logo.
clutch. Something a little different about push is when you have one person on the robot, that's the maximum speed right there. When
Yeah.
you're an escort, each person you have on it to a cap of 3 ups it by 15% speed.
Yeah. And Cynic Doge is not playing Sojourn. Cynic Doge is playing
Not playing Soldier McCree.
Cassidy.
Oh, nope. Trolling as always.
And we don't see a Cowman pick yet from Northwood. I don't know if we'll see a reset on this map or
That's
this
actually
match, but
kind of weird.
we'll take a look at this. Maybe it's just a bug that we're seeing right now. But right now, with it's a 4v5, which is a little bit of a dangerous combination. Tracer behind Dynasty. There's the Cowman. There is his Doomfist.
Do you think that was done on purpose?
I don't think it was. I genuinely think he was just like behind. But it seemed to like somehow work.
This does work.
Look at him just shifting. So, with a 4v5, unfortunately GCU will not be able to win that fight, allowing Northwood to push this robot just inches, just a couple of meters.
I almost feel like that was done on purpose.
You think so?
Their fire would focus on other people so Doomfist can come in and just absolutely obliterate them.
Yeah.
Maybe not, but it worked out very well for him.
Yeah. Closest to ult right now will be both of Northwood, but they'll go down right now, meaning Dynasty's up next for the closest ultimate. Oh, this is a dangerous, dangerous part for GCU as Northwood's just slowly but surely moving this up.
You can barely
Lucio's
keep
out
an
of
eye on Doomfist. I couldn't imagine playing him like that. He's everywhere.
Lucio was out of ammo and just punched the Kiriko to death. That was awesome. But GCU managing to do a quick little team wipe right there. Not a full team kill, but staggering Northwood. They'll get a chance to push this robot. Doomfist. Now, is Doomfist viable? It looks like he might be. Kitsune rush from GCU.
Oh my
Doomfist
God.
just so low, not going to be able to be taken
Getting
out.
low every time and regaining health like this.
I
They
believe we
really
see
do
a sound
great job
barrier
with
here.
Northwood.
No, Boat doing 3 kills right now, getting a nice triple using his overclock.
Wow.
I like that name, Boat.
Boat. It is
Boat.
Boat the GOAT.
Boat the GOAT.
That is a crazy name.
Wow. Crazy.
How do you even get the gamer tag Boat? I feel like that's a pretty rare one to have.
Yeah. So with Northwood pushing back in right now in 53 meters and ticking upwards, a Lucio from Dimitra, that sound barrier will come out. And we saw a Primal Rage right now also, and a
Spreading
Q-tip
out
Lucio
team, wow.
sound barrier.
Great hits right there.
Cynic Doge grabbing one, Twinkerbell grabbing the Tracer as well. Boma will
Wow,
hop
great
back
job
into
by
this.
Boma.
2 down, 3 down, 1 to remain.
Yep.
It's the Doomfist. Can Doomfist get out of this?
Oh my God.
He's gonna grab Twinkerbell with his Meteor Strike.
He's still not dead.
Boma using that right click, which is super awesome that Winston now has that ability.
I love the right click.
It's such a helpful tool. I mention this all the time whenever we're streaming. having that right click for just those squishies or just that little amount of tick health that they need to do is so great to have for him.
So useful. Makes you so you don't really need to chase him.
Yeah, it makes
Hit him
it
with it.
allows you to like stand and not use your leap, and you know save your leap and save your bubble.
There goes the
Trading
Kiriko,
out right there.
Northwood, CJ.
So both Kitikos are down right now for both teams. Boma will go in. Twinkerbell gets one with the Blossom, and Q-Tip will get the other. But not to worry for Northwood. They're slowly pushing this with the Rissa behind and Tracer. This is a little bit of an issue for GCU. They seem to forget about the point and need to be able to cap this back. Tracer to remain. There she'll go.
Thankfully, Northwood didn't get that checkpoint there,
Yeah.
giving them a closer spawn.
Yeah.
She was able to save it right there.
Great eye on that. Reaper will be good for this Orisa. I'll grab this health pack over here. Needs to get as close as possible, do as much damage as possible. Orisa will go down. Red Dawn getting a nice pick. We'll see a Ranker fleet, a Reaper flank right here. I'm switching up my words. Can Boma grab that Lucio? He has 1 health. Synecdoche will take down the Kiriko.
Wow,
and there it is.
great job by Synecdoche.
Synecdoche grabbing 3 eliminations right there. Dynasty switching over to Widow, and he's so close. There it goes. Almost getting that health back. But Dynasty was able to take out Twinkerbell, which is a huge setback for GCU because Twinkerbell is a close range character, and that's really, really unfortunate for them because now there's less damage output for GCU. Kitsune Rush will come from Red Dawn.
Wow, just look at those daggers and the speed of them.
Sound Barrier will come out from Lucio as well. Synecdoche low on top, Reaper low on top, Twinkerbell. They'll slowly get heals over time. Orisa down below, she's low. Here comes a Kitsune Rush from Northwood.
Ooh,
they're trading back and forth. We see a leap kill from Boma. And they're dancing. Lucio is dancing right now with this Widow.
Wow, fantastic job by Q-Tip.
Oh my goodness.
Wow.
Dynasty is 1 health right now, maybe a little bit lower. And Boma will help finish that off.
I say the push map does have the perfect blend between close quarters and range combat. Interesting to see Northwood actually utilize some of that range.
Yeah.
Let's see if their Widow can pay off.
Boma low on heals right now. He'll have to use that barrier or shield soon. We'll see a Yumitra sound barrier come out from the Lucio. Here comes the Orisa. She'll grab one with that spike. Boma on the back line right now, trying to do anything they can, but keep in mind right now, the point is not in their favor. It's a 2v1 right now on point. Boma will go down from Dynasty to take out the Q-Tip. Cowman will take a death right there, but unfortunately it will not be enough for GC to hold this point. Northwood takes the team fight.
Northwood's going to try and get this forward spawn right here. GC's going to be in some trouble if they manage to get that.
Little emote action right there from Synecdoche. Twinkerbell just taking damage right there, allowing. Not sure if that was a strategy, but there comes
the forward spawn.
That's that forward. Yeah, that forward spawn is kind of huge for GC or for Northwood right there. Pushing it back right now, which is good. But if any of these players die, as Dynasty did right there, they're going to be close enough to, you know, kind of show some resistance.
Great job taking the team post out. That's crucial.
Kitsune Rush will come out for GCU. So close right there to the Lucio.
You know you have a cracked Winston when they're able to chase down a Lucio like that.
That's a great pick right there. Just stagger them just a little bit more. We see Primal Rage ready to go for Boma.
That's right, Kiriko. You're very close to taking this lead. Let's get it.
That is a sound barrier coming out for Twinkerbell's going to get 2 right there. I think we might see.
Wow, great job by Boma, keeping them in the spawn.
This could be a forward spawn right now for GCU. He'll hop back onto the point and try and give whoever is contesting right now Northwood some trouble. Yes. A great stagger right there from GCU. They'll take out Cowman, and this forward spawn. Why is the... Oh, sorry. They did get forward spawn, but they're just 1.32 meters behind, and they'll take the lead now with that.
There's the lead.
A great start for GCU right here.
We might see a best of 5.
I mean, a Torbjorn could be kind of good right now. This could be a Winston moment right now.
Wow, this is huge.
Knock
Will
him
he get him
off.
off the ledge?
He needs to get him off. He's not going to be able to get him off. He needs to get him off. Sound barrier from Lucio. And unfortunately, he's going to go down right there. GCU does have this forward spawn, but Lucio's trying to boop off anybody he can. He can't. Q-Tip doing all that he can to stay alive. He's not going to be able to do it. Red Dawn will go out from boat as well.
That must be so aggravating not to just get that slight push to get him off. They were so close.
Yeah. Keeping in mind right now, GCU having a lead with only a minute to go. This is probably one of the biggest team fights in game number 4.
Yep, it's going to come down to this right here. If Northwood's able to secure the lead, this might be
We'll
game.
see a Kitsune rush from GCU. One
Whoa.
down. That's a great pick right there. Boat, one of the best players. Q-Tip will take down Dynasty's turret. Winston and Roadhog need to go at it. Roadhog goes down. GCU's going to take a quick team kill. Pardon, not a team kill, but at least 4 enough to get 30 seconds and try and just keep Northwood in their spawn.
Oh, GCU's in a great spot right now. They just need to hold the robot at this point.
With a forward spawn, this is huge right now. They'll slowly push this as much as they can, but even if Northwood contests right now, a Roadhog ultimate will go out. They'll probably take this team kill right now using as many ults as possible.
Wow. Q-Tip able to stay alive. Wow.
So,
it is Northwood going to be able to push it all the way to the end?
It is overtime.
Or is GCU going to get a stop?
It is overtime. Q-Tip has barrier. Boat and Clay, or CJ, both very close to their ultimates of Northwood. This is it, folks.
There it is. All their ults are charged.
Reaper doing everything he can right now.
Wow.
Cleanse comes out.
Great cleanse.
Reaper's going to be getting his ult. We're going to see all ults come out. Kitsune rush from Northwood. Can they do it? A nice sound barrier from Lucio of GCU squad. He's so close to his ultimate right now. Twinkerbell needs this as much as they can get it. They'll probably back up right now and save his ult and not allow him to die, because it takes time for this robot to be pushed right now.
Wow.
So close.
Thankfully, they did not get that forward spawn, so there is going to be a stall in the robot's movement. Oh, no, there's not.
Twinkerbell gets taken out so easily right there. Boma will go out as well. They're slowly moving the point. 10 meters to go for Northwood right now, and they will take round 1 of the playoffs. Sinidos will grab 1, but they need to get to this point right now. They're not going to be able to do it. GCU is going to contest right now. I believe that's Q-Tip on point. 1, 2.
Oh!
GCU, he needs to get in right now. We need to see a play come out from Twinkerbell. He needs to use his ultimate. Can he do it?
They got it. They got it. They got it. They got it.
Overwatch ticking down. Can they do it? They will. GCU will take game number 4. We're going to game 5.
Great game. We're going to game 5. Guys, this is playoffs. This is no jokes. I don't know what's better to watch, this or NBA playoffs.
I don't know either. Oh my goodness. Boat doing, again, what they do best. Take a look at this triple kill I think we saw earlier. 1, 2.
Wow.
And the third. I think that was a collateral.
That was my boat right there. I gotta say, Cynicdos.
Wow.
What a clutch right there. With the overclock. Able to kill them from long range. Still dealing this damage output.
That was.
No matter where you are as Sojourn, you're able to just absolutely destroy.
This has got to be. This is kind of like. You ever watch March Madness?
Oh, yeah.
This is kind of like one of those, like, I want to say upset kind of like scenarios that we're in right now.
Yes. Guys, if GCU wins this.
This will be huge.
This is an upset.
This is a huge upset.
Northwood
went into this with a winning record, I believe, and if GCU coming into this 2-6, coming off of a 2-win hot streak the other 2 weeks that we did last Wednesday and last Thursday, using the momentum they had there. Unfortunately, taking that early loss, it's been 0-1 and then 1-1 and now 2-1 and now it's 2-2. I think we're getting word on the map right now. We'll let you guys know what it's going to be, but
I gotta say, here in the studio,
it's lit. It's hyped.
It's lit.
It's hyped.
Emotions are tense. Players right now, I'm sure, are tense. I think Northwood expected an easy win here. I know for a fact they're shaking in their boots right now.
Yeah, but I think what we're going to do is we're going to take a quick little break right now. We'll let you guys know, obviously, when we're back with map number 5 and game number 5. Stick around. This is insane gameplay. This is going to be exciting. We will see you guys very shortly. Alrighty, folks, welcome back.
Welcome back.
We are here now in the hallway. We're in the hallway of the GCU Esports area. We are into Game 5 right now.
Five guys
Game
of
5.
playoffs. This is huge. This is Game 7 of NBA Finals.
This really, it does feel like this.
It feels like
the
it.
excitement and the joy that I have right now to be able to cast this and watch GCU play Northwood. Legendary. Legendary.
Legendary. And you know what? No matter the outcome of this match, I gotta say, fantastic game for GCU.
Yeah.
I think they came out here with high expectations, and they're living up with it.
Yeah, and let's take a look at these. We got 10 seconds before we start. Boma sticking with Winston. 2 brand new DPS heroes that we have not seen yet.
Oh, we'll
Genji,
see.
no, it's a switch.
The troll.
It's a switch.
He's a troll.
Twinkerbell gonna be on Sim? Is this a Sim play? Oh, she's gonna, okay, so she's gonna teleport, get them there quickly, and switch.
Yep.
It's gonna be Reaper probably. Yep, Reaper. And we're gonna see a Dynasty come out with a Torb.
A Torb.
Interesting. So this is one of the control maps that we are taking a look at. And Winston saving this bubble, doing as much damage as he can without having to use this right now. Cowman on tank, as this would be a great quick first pick right here. Not going to be able to get that, but with only a second remaining, I believe we're going to see someone jump on point. 2 go down, unfortunately, for GCU, which will set them back just a little bit. And Northwood will take the first capture objective.
Northwood picking them off one by one. They're going to be able to cap this point to start the game off.
Synecdoche and Red Dawn being able to stay alive right there, or maybe they were eliminated and are just back into this spawn area.
Wow, we are doing a capture point for Game 5. I love to see it. This is the most chaotic mode, the funnest mode to watch in my opinion.
Yeah, I agree. So, Northwood not hesitating whatsoever. Oh my goodness, and a great hook from Cowman, able to take out Q-Tip. That'll set GCU back just a couple more seconds. 28% already for Northwood.
Wow.
Ult charge is ready to go right now. We're getting there. Kitiko, she'll just teleport on out. He'll throw a bubble down, exactly as predicted. Great pick right there from Twinkerbell. Torb Dynasty is getting a little too comfortable into this back line of GCU. Look at Roadhog just doing damage. What a hook off of a jump right there. He needs as much health as he can. He's not going to be able to get it. Cowman will use his ult. Wow. Twinkerbell on point. Both doing what they do best and just headshotting Twinkerbell. Back to the spawn room they'll go.
It seems to me Northwood is just using this map to its advantage.
Yeah. But, nonetheless, Boma almost ready for Primal Rage. Red Dawn could use Kitsune Rush. They will use it right here, but both Kitsune Rushes come out. I think we might see Overclock come out from both of Northwood. Bound barrier is ready to go. 2 will go down for GCU. Synecdoche going down from the Overclock. Down goes Boma as well from just a quick melee punch from Cowman.
Wow, they're sitting about to hit 90%. GCU's going to have to push.
I think they'll probably go underneath here most likely, or this left side. Here they will. They'll do this right now. Take this left side. He'll get hooked right there. He'll use sound barrier and try and get Roadhog off the map. Both sound barriers come out.
They got to contest.
Contesting early, trying to take out that turret. That turret is just doing damage over time. Primal Rage comes out from Boma. Can GCU manage to take this quick point? That turret is in such a great spot. It'll finally go down right there. 2 remain. They're slowly taking this, but I don't know if it's going to be enough. Red Dawn will grab Bo with a headshot.
It's enough.
GCU's going to take this point for as long as they can right now, but we're seeing Roadhog just slowly take it back. Winston, he'll dive back in. Boma. Here comes Torbjorn's ult. This is madness right now.
Wow, Q-Tip just absolutely being efficient.
They're going to have to deal something with that turret, but Q-Tip, Twinkerbell will both go down. Soon to follow will. Can GCU manage to grab one?
Both Kitsune's out right now. This is just pure chaos.
Racer going down, Boma going down. Unfortunately, it will not be enough. Lucio, he'll touch point. He will not actually. Q-Tip will get eliminated quickly. Northwood will take map 1.
They took this first game, but it is far from over. It is far from over.
Surprisingly enough, Torb was actually killer that round.
Absolutely. Like we were talking about at the beginning of the stream, just understanding where to place that turret
Yeah.
is, I mean,
I didn't even know you
can
could
make
place
a
it on
game.
top of that pillar that they placed it on top of. I didn't even know that was like a viable spot.
It almost looked like that the turret was head glitching in a sort of way.
Yeah, yeah,
because
yeah.
there was such a small hitbox for
Yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah. I agree. So, I believe Boma's just trolling us right now. I don't actually know if they'll play Hamster. They will not.
No, Sigma.
We're gonna see
We're
Sigma play.
Sigma.
We're
I'd
gonna see
love
some melodies.
to see it.
Folks, this could be it for GCU, or we could go to map 3. Northwood underway. Let's see how it goes. That Torbjorn turret is going to play a viable way for GCU. Can they be able to deal with it? Boma is going to take an early... Oh, man, I thought he was taking an early death right there. CJ doing just headshot after headshot. And take a look at this.
Wow.
Northwood's already in GCU spawn.
Northwood is definitely holding them at spawn right now. This is not looking good for them.
That was a good teleport right there. Good little side
They
step.
no one's capped point yet.
There it is.
There
Yep.
they go.
Northwood will slowly take that. GCU needs a little bit of momentum right here. Good pick from Q-Tip right there to grab both. They'll push in on this right now. I see a cleanse in the future.
Wow, great job by Red Dawn.
Look at Boma and Red Dawn. Look at this duo go at it right now. Twinkerbell fall to Cowman, but regardless, GCU takes a quick capture right there. They need to stagger this Roadhog right now. If they could stagger this Roadhog, that would be great. Great cleanse right there, allowing Boma to stay up.
Wow, keeping Sigma alive. Red Dawn's Kirga has just been essential for the team as a whole.
We're seeing a Tor battle. It is going to be a Tor battle. And taking the point is Northwood. Tor of the enemy team will go down, as well as the turret. Kitsune Rush will come out from the enemy team. Red Dawn's coming up on his as well.
Wow, sometimes you need to be fired with fire.
Kitsune Rush will not be super effective, unfortunately. Oh my goodness.
Oh,
Got bodied by the train.
wow.
GCU taking this right back. Kitsune Rush ready. Cynic Doge's overclock is ready, but we have to be careful of Cowman's ult right here. That Roadhog ultimate will be so dangerous for GCU because of the knockback damage it does.
I'd love to see a Kitsune Rush as soon as they start coming around the corner. Oh, Roadhog flanking a little bit. Decides
Great
to use
pick
it
right there.
Yep.
We see an ultimate come out from Torb of the enemy team. That's not going to be able to do too much right now. Can set Kitsune cleanse. Boat right now.
Great job holding on.
Boat right
wow,
now.
Boat got the flank and just demolished them without warning.
Boat right now just absolutely fragging out. It's not going to be enough for GCU to hold this. Having a nice lead right now, but by the time GCU gets back on point and maybe caps again, it's going to be very even.
Very rarely do you see caps that go back and forth like this. You can clearly tell 100% efforts in this game for both teams.
We see a Twinkerbell ready ult coming up right now, along with a Sigma Boma ult coming up. And the only thing remaining,
There's
here
the
comes the
overclock.
overclock, yep. Oh, that was a great pick right there. Torb is going to be so close to losing. Great hit on that cuticle right there. Here comes the melody.
Great grenade.
It's saved by Cowman. CJ will go down eventually. Oh my goodness. And it's not going to be enough. GCU will go down to a team kill right there.
This is not looking good for GCU. This is their last opportunity to stay in playoffs. They need to group up and they need to make a huge push right.
Regardless of this outcome, I want to thank both of these teams for giving it their all. Let's see how this finishes out. It's going to be a Roadhog versus Roadhog. We're going to see a Sojourn versus Sojourn and a Torb versus a Torb. We're going to take this right side now that they know that Cowman does not have his ult. Kitsune Rush will come out from the enemy team. Roadhog will go down. Red Dog will go down. This is it. They need a touch. Sojourn will touch. Will it be enough? GCU will be eliminated from the playoff contention.
Ladies and gentlemen, that concludes playoffs with Northwood taking the victory over Grand Canyon University.
An unfortunate turn of events right there. GCU had
That is 3-2 against the rank 1 team.
Northwood. Well done.
We
Well match played. This was the end game right here, and they just fragged out.
we almost witnessed a massive upset.
I am so proud of GCU this season.
I gotta say,
I'm so proud of them.
it's been such a pleasure
Yeah.
commentating and watching these talented people play. I mean, we literally just watched the number 1
Yeah, I gotta say that was
ranked team.
like so entertaining. I had such a great time being able to do this for these past couple of weeks, and tonight especially. Going up against Northwood, being the number 1 seed in this playoff contention, and putting 2 games on the board and fighting for a third, doing a pretty decent job on that second map at least, fighting for this for a point. But I gotta say, GCU, well done, well respected. Northwood, obviously, good luck again. You guys are killers in this game. We wish you guys the best of luck, and obviously,
Congratulations
yeah,
to Northwood.
congratulations
Absolutely.
to Northwood.
Fantastic game.
But GCU will be back eventually.
Yes.
They're gonna want revenge.
I mean, this is our first year in this
The NEC.
in the NEC, and this game puts us on the map big
Yeah.
time. It shows people what we're about. It shows
Yeah.
people our competitive nature and
Yeah.
that we're not backing down.
Not at all. But
We also have a very young team as well.
oh yeah, plenty of years for this team to grow and evolve as not only a team but as just with the relationships that they have with each other. I know that they all hang out with each other and get food on campus and stuff like that. So that's really cool. But unfortunately, it does end here tonight for GCU Overwatch. What a season they had, coming back towards the end of it and doing a fantastic job. Giving Northwood, I want to say, probably one of the most difficult matches they've ever had.
Oh, 1,000%.
It's got it. That was on. I never see gameplay that great.
Oh, 1,000. I mean,
Both teams.
Northwood's
Speechless.
continuation with these playoffs.
Yeah.
I mean, I think you're right. They might not have
Yeah.
a challenge like this.
Yeah.
I mean, going into it at face value, they might have thought this would have been an easy win, but
Yeah.
this might have been their hardest game.
I want to say, yeah. I think a lot of the times when you take a look at like a top tier competitor, and then they're like, oh, we're going to the playoffs. We're playing one of the lower seeds. This is like we're just gonna relax. No. GCU gave up, unfortunately, 3 wins on the maps, but they did put 2 on the board. That's like, come on, like that earns its respect in itself, and that's what GCU is gonna get.
Even as commentators, I mean, it's very hard to criticize either one of these teams because they just both performed at such
Yeah.
a high competitive
Yeah.
nature.
Just the level of these teams,
It's
amazing.
Yes.
Amazing regardless. But unfortunately, that one did. We do have a little bit of an announcement. I believe we have something called Purple Rain.
Absolutely. Purple Rain, that is the women's Valorant team that is going to be held here at GCU
Yeah.
every Wednesday.
Yeah.
And it's an all-women's team.
Mhm.
We'll have all-women broadcasters,
Yeah.
all women working the event. If you're interested in checking it out, come to the Esports Arena
Yeah.
on Wednesdays.
Yeah, ask for information about
Wednesday
that.
nights.
We've got it. There's QR codes from our past streams. If you guys want to scroll to the end of those, scan the QR code, sign up for that. Competition, I believe, starts February 20th with a $5,000 prize pool.
Wow.
So that's some money for you guys right there. If you guys like to play Valorant, you're good at it, come compete in the Purple Rain series. GCU, sponsored by Rockstar. So obviously, a tough night for GCU, but nonetheless, a great effort from them. I think that's all that we have for you guys tonight. Please like and subscribe, and make sure to turn on the notifications because we do have some more events coming up, and you're going to want to stay tuned for those. We thank you all for joining us on this journey, and we'll see you guys next time.
Thank you.